4DInbox.com here, and we're going to be checking out this video called Spending $1 Million in 24 Hours by the Stokes Twins. Now, the interesting thing about this is that apparently they're basically spending the first $1 million that they've ever made, according to the description of this episode. So, we're going to basically be kind of giving commentary as if imagine making your first $1 million and how would you be spending your first $1 million.
We're going to be spending $1 million in 24 hours. Growing up poor, we always wondered if money could buy happiness. So for the next 24 hours, we're going to spend every penny we have to find that answer for you guys.
Which I can understand the idea of living poor, and now you want to live kind of like you've never lived before, never really had access to before. The only problem with spending $1 million in 24 hours, it gives the false conception to a lot of the viewers, because I believe their viewers are probably a lot younger. I'm thinking maybe in their teens and younger, that this is an okay thing to do. You should never just spend all of your money that you've made. That's very financially hazardous.
Start things off, Sean, you don't have a car, right?
No.
I think you know where this is going. We are at a car dealership right now, and we will buy you whatever car you want.
No, for real? Something looking like this, or? I don't know about this one, though. I think I want this one.
You want this one?
No,
Really?
I'm just kidding.
No, you actually want this one?
Yeah, no. It's a little expensive.
It's a Lamborghini.
It's no, yeah, no.
Yes. If you want this car, we'll actually buy you the car.
Actually?
How's it going, gentlemen? Cooper.
We're buying him his first car today.
Oh, nice. There's actually a few other dealerships down the street, probably more in the price range. Do you guys know how much this is?
How much is this car?
I highly recommend probably looking at this one over here first. You got a $35,000 car as opposed to $600,000. Have you looked at CarMax recently?
No.
I'd be very careful, sir. Watch your head.
Is this car cream proof?
Cream proof?
No, not at all. Are you guys looking to buy this car, or are you just kind of wasting my time here?
So we can tell Sean really wants the car and saying it's too expensive, but that car salesman said some pretty rude stuff.
And see, this is the problem with a lot of these car salesmen, right? It's a lot of cars, and the thing is, you can understand it as well from the car salesman's perspective, because you got basically a person who's working their job, probably makes the majority of their money from commissions, not really getting paid for their time. So if they end up not getting a sale that day, that could end up hurting them by a lot, right? So if they are, for the most part, commission based. So you can kind of understand where the salesman is coming from. Hey, are you guys actually going to buy a car, or are you guys just kind of messing with me, right? So I don't know if it's really an insult. It's just that, this is his job, right? And he has to make sales to go make money. He's not in a situation like the Stokes twins, right? The people who are making this video, where they have their own business, they're making their money constantly, they're making money every single month like crazy. And probably in the tunes of millions of dollars right now. They're probably doing extremely well. I'm looking at the sidebar of what YouTube recommends you. Nearly every single one of their videos is over 4 million views. So that's a lot of money getting generated from their videos.
Probably more in the price.
But also, I completely understand the Stokes twins being yeah, we're just going to buy this car just to give this guy the finger.
Strange.
We have to get the car at this point.
Yeah, I think we should get it. All right, man, you're going to have to get out of the car. Kind of taking up my time.
Hey, Sean, I think we're actually going to get this car.
Wait, for...
Yeah, we'll get the car.
You guys are talking about the Subaru, right?
No, we're talking about this car.
No! Wait, for real?
Yeah, we'll get you the car.
All right, well, let's go do some paperwork.
So after a trip to the bank to wire the money, along with a few hours of paperwork, Sean officially owned his first car. Sean, what's wrong?
Now, isn't this kind of funny though? It's you can't just quickly sign for the car after giving them the money. You have to go through this still long process of paperwork of like, oh yeah, now you can actually take possession of the car that you actually just bought.
Sean. Thank you.
The guy's crying.
Alex. Oh, bro, thank you.
Yeah, of course, Sean. Alright, let's actually start it up now.
Ooh, that's my baby Justin.
Don't go too fast. Oh my god!
Now the thing is, I don't know the backstory of this guy or like how much money he makes from like being with them and all that kind of stuff, right? But you gotta keep in mind too, right? Like a $600,000 car, the insurance payments on that car, the maintenance on that car, the gas costs, especially now on that car, is going to be pretty expensive. So hopefully he is part of their business and hopefully he's making good amount of money because that's a lot of financial burden to put onto someone. Yes, it's a cool gift, but at the same time, just giving people money like this. Oh, by the way, not to mention, if they did just basically blatantly give him this money, if they don't pay the taxes on that gift for him, this guy's probably spending like half of the car's value on taxes because of it basically being viewed as like new income in a sense. It all depends on what he was making before, his financial situation before, and all that.
Now I know some of you might be thinking that this Lamborghini is a rental, but we actually
Wire amount $600,208.34. The actual amount collected $600,243.34. Vehicle sold as equipped. Yeah, so they literally bought the car. They actually bought this car. That's pretty crazy.
bought it all in cash.
All in cash. Now here's the thing. If you're gonna go buy like a toy like this in a sense, yeah, do that. Buy it in cash. Don't finance it. Don't do all this other crazy stuff. Wow.
And it will be in all of our future videos. With that being said,
So basically they bought this car, but more so kind of like a tax write-off because they're basically using it as like a prop in future videos.
it's time to show off the car. You can take off your blindfold. What's going on?
So what do you think about my new car?
Oh, what the hell? Sean, you got a car? You know the in here?
No! Justin, if gas prices are this high, I might just gotta fill it up my own.
Sean, the car's not gonna drive with that. Damn, that thing sounds nice.
Now, can you imagine driving this Lamborghini, right? Basically driving this Lamborghini to the gas station, filling it up right next to someone. Because here's the thing, I don't know where they are located, probably California, but there are some places in California at the time of this recording where people are actually like paying basically $10 per gallon, right? So I don't know how much it's going to cost to actually fill up this car from empty, but it's going to be insane. And if someone just like sees you filling up this car at a gas station, you might be interacting with some pretty crazy people. So hopefully they stay safe out there.
Alright, hey, 6. We gotta return it by 6:30. Come on, let's go.
Wait, you gotta return it.
Wait, what? It's a rental.
No, it's not.
Whoa!
So what do you think
Cat, that's an interesting name.
about my new car?
What?
Since I have a Lambo now, do you want to go for a ride tonight?
Oh my god. Let's go, Sean.
Well, without the Lambo.
What? No!
But $600,000 has been already spent. Well, a little bit over $600,000 has been spent out of the $1 million. So they spent 60% of the money in like 3 minutes of this video, which is pretty crazy.
So right now we're walking towards the next purchase we made, a house for one of our best friends. Not a lot of people know this, but Caleb has actually been sleeping in his car for the last few months, and right now we're gonna change that. But
Now that's pretty cool.
not without pranking him first. Take off your blindfold. Okay. Oh, Sean, I see a house. What is it? This is our new vacation house. Oh, you got a new one?
Jeez, they're so. They're gonna mess with him so bad.
Yeah, we got a new vacation house. Did you get it? Yeah, let me show you inside, Caleb. Damn, this place is sick. What the hell? Let me show you outside. Damn, what the hell? This thing's lit. Alright, could be a vacation house. So there's a pool. You go down the slide. Check out this room right here. Nice, nice. I like this. That's a little bit bigger, you know, for the activities, Aaron. What's the guy's name that you're dating? I'm sorry, what? Another room? There's so many doors. Whoa, 3 bunk beds. We can all sleep in here. And this is actually my favorite room right here. Oh, what? This place is sick.
Now that is a pretty cool setup for like a TV room, playroom, game room kind of thing. That's pretty cool.
Oh my god. Foosball table right here. We can play this all night. This isn't our vacation home. I feel like I kind of got that. Yeah, this is actually your new home. No, it's not. Yeah, it is. Shut the f up. This is your new home. Shut the f up. You're lying. This is your new home. You're lying. Don't talk to me. No f***ing way. Yeah, this is your new house. No, are you serious? On top of that, there's something that we wanted to give you that's inside this drawer.
Inside the drawer.
I don't want to get over there.
Just sees the amount of cash and just quickly hides it away.
$10,000.
So $10,000 in a new house.
Are you just joking right now?
No. You're joking.
No, we're not.
Dude, I trust issues, okay, bro? I think it actually might be a little more than 10,000.
I can't believe it. I feel like I'm in a dream. After winning the last challenge, I was finally able to get out of debt. 4 or 5 years ago, we were still homeless, and
we were still homeless.
Caleb was the one who let us.
It was the one who let us stay with it.
One of the promises we made when we started making money was to make sure none of our friends have to go through that. It was gonna help a lot. My mom moved out the day I turned 18, and I was on my own ever since then. I was filming with someone who could have helped me out a lot during the time, but he never really did. Ever since then, I've kind of just been going from friend house to friend's house and just sleeping on couches or my car recently. You guys have no idea how much this is actually like life-changing. Thank you so much, you guys.
Now, what is cool about this situation right here is like pretty much the importance of like supporting the people that helped you and that you can like help them later on. It's just like a good teamwork, good friendship sort of situation.
Thank you. This means everything.
So $672,000. Now I'm guessing that like $60,000 was basically like a down payment for the house. Probably a good, decent down payment for a house so that the mortgage isn't too bad, so that the guy could actually afford to live in that house, I'm assuming. But $672,000. Oh, okay. I see what they mean. A 1-year lease. Okay, so that's what they did. They did a 1-year lease plus $12,000. That's pretty nice because that basically allows him to have some more normalcy in his life living under a roof. So that's actually a pretty cool thing. That's actually a really good idea too.
Hospital bills are very expensive, and one friend who's always in and out of the hospital is the rep. Zach, I know you're constantly going to the hospital because of Brian, so I decided that I'm gonna pay for all of your hospital bills.
Why is Brian here?
Well, Brian, as of today, agreed that there's gonna be no more bad blood between you two.
But what am I getting out of it?
I actually signed you up and paid for your anger management classes.
What? You think I have anger issues? Who's gonna make me go to anger management classes now? I will. Watch out, watch out, watch out.
It's so funny that they have like breakaway chairs. I didn't even realize those things were actually a thing.
Hey, Ref, are you gonna be okay?
I think you might have to pay for one more hospital bill.
So hospital bills, 10 grand, and anger management, virtual group classes.
Many of you guys know that we gave up our dream of playing in the NBA so we can make YouTube videos for you guys. And because of that, none of our friends got to experience watching NBA players play courtside. Who would you say your favorite basketball player is?
LeBron.
LeBron James?
Yeah, LeBron James.
Why don't you go tell him that tonight when you go see him, because we actually got you tickets to go see the game tonight.
$35,000 for basketball tickets? Who would spend 35 grand on basketball tickets? I didn't even think that was a thing.
Before we surprised Tanner with the best seats on the court, we decided to prank him with the worst seats ever.
Yeah, Tanner was like, these seats are insane. You see those seats down there next to the Lakers bench? Where LeBron's at? Those are our actual seats.
I mean, they're pretty good at basically completely messing with the people that they're actually going to help out.
We're in the VIP section. Oh, dude. I see this on TV all the time.
Where they walk before they go out.
Oh my god! This is cool.
Now, personally, I don't really understand like why people have so much like emotion towards like different teammates or different people and all that kind of stuff. But hey, if this is something that this guy like really loves, it's a pretty cool thing to do.
Run out. Oh my god. Dude, LeBron's right there.
We were having the time of our life, and we even made it on the Kiss Cam.
Okay, so now it's $736,000 out of the $1 million.
As you guys know, our dad loves belts, but he's never really had a nice one before. So we decided to surprise him with one of the most expensive belts. Dad, can you help us carry in the groceries?
Yeah.
Unlock it.
Okay.
Bought his dad a Gucci belt.
What's that?
The groceries.
Are you serious? Here.
It's for you. It's for you,
Wait
Dad.
a minute, it's gonna explode.
It's gonna explode.
What's a goosey?
Gucci? You just open it.
Oh, I'm gonna add this to my collection.
On top of that, we decided to get you a whole belt rack of brand new belts. What do you think of the quality?
Well, there's only one way to find out.
Yeah, that's not really a good sign.
Yes! I know some of you are thinking, why would you spend all your money on one YouTube video? And that's because our local bank agreed to invest $1 million back into our YouTube channel, but that's only if we hit 20 million subscribers by the end of the year. Except this time, we're giving that $1 million to you guys. So grab your mom's...
Now, I don't think that's true. They are doing it because they know that they could get millions of views if they sell any sort of product on their YouTube channel, as in down below in their description. Even like 1% of the 19 million potential people that could have seen this video, if they're all unique, that's a lot of money generated. Okay? Like a lot of money. They could easily turn like $1 million spent on this one video into basically long-term, days, weeks, months, maybe years even down the line, into multiple millions of dollars. So this is probably like a really good investment for them. Now, if it's just some like random person decided to spend $1 million in 24 hours, no, that's stupid. But for them, because of their business model, because it's an evergreen video, because it could last forever, because they could turn this into a Spanish video, a Hindu video, a Korean video, right? Even a Chinese video, right? Mandarin, right? They could constantly license all these videos or basically refurbish them into different avenues to make more and more and more money. A good example of this is I believe a YouTube creator named Unspeakable and Unspeakable Gaming and all that kind of stuff. Basically similar audience to these guys. Licensed, I should say, basically sold all of his old videos for I believe over $20 million. Okay? So that kind of goes to show you just how much money some of these videos are actually worth to some companies, right? Because you also got to keep in mind, every single one of these guys' videos, the Stokes twins or Mr. Beast or Ben Azalard or whatever, right? All these different people. Every single video is evergreen, meaning a week from now, a month from now, a year from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, you can click on this video and still enjoy the video. And if they continuously get millions and millions and millions of views on these videos from 5 to 10 years from now, still getting sales from this video, 5 to 10 years from now, still getting ad revenue from these videos, still getting money from affiliate marketing, they are going to be making millions upon millions upon millions of dollars forever as long as this video exists. So for them, it's actually a really smart idea for them.
Phone, friend's phone, and subscribe to help us get there. So we're outside Kat's apartment that we just got her, but before we show you guys her new place, we're gonna show you guys her old place.
God, this gate barely works too.
This is where you do your laundry, Kat?
So this is where I had to throw out all
This almost looks like a hoarder house.
my stuff because I couldn't keep it in there. And everything that you see on the ground, that's mold.
This is like really sketchy. This kind of like looks like a drug house. Like, what is going on?
My God, this is where you were sleeping, Kat?
Yeah.
There's spiders on here.
Oh yeah. And then this is the bathroom over here.
Wait, you used the restroom here? It's kind of smelling good.
Ew, Sean! This is my fridge.
You would click on this?
That's actually
What the?
Wait, so you're saying that sometimes your restroom would clogged up and not work, so you'll use this?
I see why you weren't filming YouTube here, Kat.
Yeah.
I see why.
Yeah.
Guys, she hasn't been posting. I understand now it's not your fault.
Thankfully, you guys let me shoot all my videos at your guys' place. It was actual water all the way up to almost my knees, and I spent like 3 days getting it all out with a bucket and mop.
This actually reminds us a lot of the house we grew up in. I wish we knew about this sooner because this is not livable. We do have a surprise for you, so let's...
That's like that. Like, this is just like an unhealthy living situation. Like, if this is like really truly how she was like living, like, that's not really healthy.
get in our car and let's go. You can take off your blindfold.
Where are we?
Where are you? Alan, you want to tell us?
Someone tell me!
This is your new place.
You guys are lying.
It is.
No!
It is your new place.
You're lying! Where are we? Oh my gosh. I don't get it, is it a prank?
No, we spent the last few weeks furnishing the place so you wouldn't have to do all the hard work.
You're lying, you're lying. Where are we? Yeah, check it out. Now we can shower together, there's two.
That dude's comments are priceless.
So we know your last place flooded and ruined your camera and laptop. Because of that, we wanted to give you $10,000 to go buy more equipment.
So then the thing is, like, I don't really know much about Stokes twins or all that kind of stuff, right? So I'm assuming that she probably also works for them as well. So, like, a good portion of all of this that they're spending, because it's kind of like for their employees and all that kind of stuff in that sense, technically speaking, I believe could all just be written off as like a business expense, right? So technically speaking, it's not as bad as it would normally seem like from them spending like $1 million.
This is the camera that we use for our videos.
I want it.
You want
$2,800 for a YouTube video camera.
it? Okay, let's get one. I'm assuming you want the same lens as well?
Oh yeah, I'll have that
Okay,
too.
that's a lot of money, but okay, let's get it.
And I'm gonna need memory cards too.
That's a lot of memory cards.
Do you actually need an iPad Pro, a MacBook Pro, and a bigger MacBook Pro? Do you actually need that?
Of course.
$15,849.95. She says that she needs this, but for those that end up stumbling upon this, you do not need that. A good example of this is a YouTube channel called Doug DeMiro, where he basically commentates and reviews different cars all the time, right? It's like a YouTube car channel, right? If you were to go to look at that, look at his content, every single one of his videos has been filmed with his iPhone. And he's been doing that for years and years, and he has billions of views on his YouTube channel. So technically speaking, you do not need $15,849.95 for equipment to film YouTube videos. So just to keep that in mind, like there's nothing stopping you from like creating a YouTube video. If you got a phone, if you're able to watch this video, etc., all that kind of stuff, you can just go and start using your phone.
And to finish things off, I got an iPhone and a mic.
This is still a cool thing to do. As like a side note, like this is still cool of them to do this for her, but in just terms of like starting, you don't need that.
So that will be $18,448.95.
His bank account crying.
So exciting. Thank you guys. Oh my gosh.
So $802,000 out of the $1 million.
So I sent Alan to the bank to grab some more money, and while he was out, I had this piano delivered. And fun fact, we both played piano competitively growing up, and ever since we moved out here, he hasn't been able to play a real piano, except for the few times he sees one out in public. So because of that, I decided to buy him one of the best pianos out there. All right, you can open your eyes. Wait, what's up? Are you not gonna say anything? Can I play something instead?
Oh, that's probably gonna be, I don't know, copyrighted or whatever. But that's still pretty cool. But 53 grand for a piano, a lot. So $855,000 out of the $1 million.
I thought it would be a good idea to sign all of us up for a basketball league.
Oh, no way!
And on top of that, I got all of us some very expensive basketball shoes.
Hey, but what are we gonna be wearing as our jerseys though?
I'm glad you asked. Mark! Wait, so we're just playing shirtless?
Oh Lord, those are actual shirts. So now $903,000 out of the $1 million spent.
You guys like that?
So right now we're gonna have Mark take off his shirt and show his real chest hair and see how long it takes before they notice. Come on. They didn't notice anything.
Are they not really gonna notice? We lost because they wouldn't let the one guy play.
Sean, how come they did not let you play?
They thought I was too good at playing with basketball. But little did they know I'm just good at playing with them balls.
Oh no! No! Get him off me! We're currently with one of our subscribers who has a chance to win $100,000. We're also with 3 of our friends, and if one of you 4 can make a half-court shot like this, then you win the $100,000.
That's actually a really good shot. It's going to be interesting to see if anyone's actually going to win this.
The best shooter should probably go first. Oh, wait.
Oh, that's awkward. I'm pretty sure I'm the best shooter.
Alright guys, keep in mind, if one of you 4 makes this half-court shot, then you all split the $100,000.
What happens if none of us make it?
We're still giving the money away, except to one of you guys.
Oh wow, so basically it's either they make it or their subscribers make it. Nope. Imagine losing like $100,000 over a basketball shot. Like that's crazy.
Guys, you have 3 more chances.
The editor, no go.
Tanner, if you don't make this shot, do you really trust him to make it?
I'm making it. I'm making it.
That was a horrible shot.
You have 1 more chance. This is only for $100,000. I don't know why you're nervous.
No way.
I think he's actually going to make it. Yep, caught it. Made 100 grand.
I know some of you viewers are upset because had he missed that last shot, you guys would have gotten a $100,000 instead. Yeah! So because I feel bad, I'm still gonna give away $10,000 to someone who subscribes right now. So subscribe. Subscribe!
Now that's gonna be interesting though, because like, how are they gonna end up finding out who is going to be given the money from their subscribers, right? I mean, you could technically do it. Like, one way that someone could, like, give away this money in this sort of fashion and basically be like, hey, subscribe and leave a comment, right? And then we're going to do, like, a random comment generator search thing on YouTube. Because there's, like, a lot of things, like, on Google that would just automatically do, like, a randomizer and pick a random comment on a random YouTube video where it would automatically pick a comment, bring it up, and actually show it to you so that it would be completely randomized. So that the person could technically win, and if you verified that they are subscribed, there you go. But either way, it's still pretty interesting. I thought this was an interesting video, but it does seem like pretty much everyone in the video basically worked for them, so that basically all of this, the $1 million, is basically all tax write-offs for them because it's all part of their business. It's all them spending money for their business, right? So them spending like $1 million isn't really them like spending $1 million if they were like a normal person, right? So for example, if you stumble upon this, you have no social media following, you don't do YouTube, you don't do any of this sort of stuff, right? And you don't have any like sort of business where you're spending $1 million like this, right? To make more money. If you were just wanting to do this for your family, your friends, and yourself, none of it would really be a tax write-off. But because this is their business, and their business is basically all content creation, them spending money on getting content will end up helping them out, right? And of course, they know the power of creating an evergreen video, meaning a video that can be watched forever, whenever. That's good video. How powerful that is in terms of how much money can actually be made, generated, and so forth, right? I wouldn't be surprised actually if that basically every single person that works with them now probably makes multiple six figures a year. Profit, everything said and done, expenses, all that. Like, I think they're all basically pocketing multiple six figures a year. So I think they're doing probably really, really well. And also, they're like, their YouTube thumbnails are pretty on point. I think every single one of their thumbnails is really good. I thought it was a very good way that they structured their video. Their editor does a really good job. Their concepts are pretty good. Now, Mr. Beast also does a lot of these concepts, basically original like concepts, and I believe there might have been some sort of drama where I think maybe they were kind of copying other creators. But either way, overall, everything that they're doing makes perfect monetary sense in terms of the longevity of their business, because again, they are purely content creation business. Like, the same thing could be said for like Mr. Beast. Like, isn't it kind of crazy to like spend like a few hundred grand or a few $1,000,000 for a video? Yeah, it's crazy, but also he could just duplicate that video on different channels into different countries, into different languages, license them out, sell them, resell them again, generate hundreds and hundreds, if not billions of dollars in revenue from the videos that they make. Like, this is a thing that a lot of people need to understand, right? A lot of these really big YouTube creators, if they were to license all of their videos onto these different platforms like Netflix, Hulu, Apple TV, Disney Plus, all that sort of stuff, and they were to keep on licensing it, they could easily be a 9-figure per year business almost instantaneously, right? Just because of how good the videos are constructed in terms of getting people to click on it, but then also getting people to stay through it the entire way. So I think more YouTube creators of these, like of this size, where they could generate millions and millions, maybe even deca millions of views per video, they really need to start thinking about licensing their videos out to different platforms to make disgusting amounts of money, right? So, one way to really think about it. If you want to master your money and get out of debt, go to 40inbox.com. Stay tuned, subscribe for more financial commentary videos. We do this pretty often. Feel free to give your thoughts. I thought this was a really interesting video. And like, how would you spend your first ever $1 million that you would have made? I think that'd be pretty interesting to see.